Hey, friends. All right, so we have a bit of a problem here. And so she needs to be handled, okay? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Noelle, and on this channel we talk all things books and bookish related. And today is a related situation. I mean, we're talking books, but this cart runneth over and I can't make heads or tails of it the way it is. So she needs some attention. So there's books on the back, there's books on the front, like there's books stacked on top of books. And then there are some things on here that I'm just going to pull off for now. We may unhaul them at some point, not right away, but because they are not things that I'm immediately going to get to. I see at least two for sure, maybe even more, that I'm just not going to get to anytime soon. So there's no reason for them to be sitting on my TBR cart. But here's the thing. I've been shopping a little bit. Well, clearly I've been shopping a lot.
Women be shopping, baby. Women be shopping. You can't stop a woman from shopping, baby.
But I also have a few more books to add to this pile. So I'm going to show you those first, I guess, and then we'll get to tackling this situation. So stick around if you want to see what happens here. All right, so I guess I'll do the little miniature book haul first. So I'm a book of the month girl. Oh, that's upside down. I'm a book of the month girl, and I skipped, I want to say last month. Well, you can see I have lots of book of the month titles on my cart, but I think I skipped last month, and so then I picked up this month. The first book that I picked up was The Seduction Theory. And that's by Emily Adrian. And this one, I'll just read the quick little blurb. It says, when two married professors tiptoe toward infidelity, their transgressions are brought to light in a graduate student's searing thesis project. And I picked this one up because August just gives me academia back to school vibes, okay? I am one of those people. Every August, I am ready to reorganize my entire life. I don't know what it is. I want new dark academia books. I want books set in school settings. I want to update my planners and reset them because I'm a planner girl, a paper planner girl as well. And so it's giving set up my Trapper Keeper vibes. And I feel like I just told how old I was in that, but it's definitely giving back to school energy for me. So that's why I picked this one up. And I've seen it a couple of places. It's not very long. And and the words are, I won't say that they're large, but they seem larger. It's not a fine print text. It looks like there's only like maybe 215 pages or so. So that should be a quick read whenever it is that I get to it. And then secondly, I picked up Aftertaste by Daria Lavelle. And I'm not going to read all of this book, but it says, or all of the synopsis, but it says, what if you could have one last meal with someone you lost? And then the back says, a food story to binge, a ghost story to devour, a love story to savor. Now, I don't know if I've told you guys this before on this channel, but I am a food girl, okay? I call myself a food enthusiast. I'm very immersed into the restaurant industry, the hospitality industry, the beverage side of things. I love everything about it, and I love to talk about food. And so I also like to read about it. I like stories where it's part of the plot in some way, shape, or form. So even like romances about chefs or bakers or things like that, I tend to gravitate towards those because the description of the food is always top tier. So this one has food, ghosts, and it sounds like a love story. So I am looking forward to reading Aftertaste. And I have a few other books on my shelf, on my TBR, that are food related. So I may end up doing some kind of food reading vlog, if you will, or books about food vlog. We'll see. We'll see down the line. And then next up, I went to Barnes. I don't know if you know this, but I have a love-hate relationship with Barnes. But they've been having some good sales lately, so I've been popping in to see what's going on. Funny enough, when I went this day, I was going in to film a video. I was like, I'll just sit in the cafe and get some reading. So it was going to be part of a reading vlog. And when I tell you that folks were chatty up in the cafe this particular day, so I didn't get any reading done, but I did go through the store and pick up a few books. They had hardcovers on sale. Not all hardcovers, of course, but hardcovers on sale for 50% off. And so I picked up The Missing Half by Ashley Flowers. I have seen this book probably everywhere. It is a mystery thriller, I believe. Let's see, two women haunted by their sisters' unsolved disappearances band together in this captivating mystery from the #1 New York Times bestselling author of All Good People Here and host of the #1 true crime podcast, Crime Junkie. So pick this one up. Fall's coming. It's right around the corner. As a Chicagoan, that makes me very, very sad because our fall is like that. And then all of a sudden we're like knee deep in winter. So I will have this on my fall TBR for sure. And then I picked up food novel. It is called Lush, and this is by Rochelle Dowden Lord. Beautiful cover. And that was pretty much why I picked it up. But it says a sumptuous treat of a novel. And that was a blurb by Bolu Babalola. And that's the author of Honey and Spice and the author of Sweet Heat, which is an arc that I still have not read that I need to get to. But yeah, so this sounds like it involves food and maybe mystery. Let's see. Oh, is this a romance? What a pleasure to sink into this gorgeous, sensual debut. Rochelle Dowden Lord's witty, sparkling prose brims with the fullness of life. Never has a novel been more deserving of its title. Oh, that sounds delicious. So yeah, this sounds like maybe it's a romance. So very excited to get to this, but it's talking about the world of wine. See, what did I tell you? Like, I'm food, beverage is my jam. I forgot that I actually bought this. And so the fact that it is here along with Aftertaste and some of the other books that I'm going to pull out on this cart, see, the vlog is shaping up. And then I picked up Four Ruined Realms by May Corland. When we get in this cart, you will see that I have 4 Broken Blades on here somewhere. It's probably on the back. And I have not read it, but I felt compelled to pick up the second book in the series. I actually don't even know if this is how many books are going to be in this series, or is it just a duology? Let's see. I have the Broken Blades. Okay, so it's just these 2 for now. So gearing up for fantasy time in the fall for sure. And so that's my little haul. So we're gonna incorporate those onto this in some way, shape, form, or fashion. All right, so what I'm thinking is that I will just pull everything off of the cart and then figure out what's gonna go back and then what's gonna go on my shelves and what's going to go into a potential unhaul vibe. Like we're gonna put that stack on a time clock, if you will, that if I don't read it in the next 6 months, they gotta go. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to pull everything off and then I may even reposition us a little bit. I'm gonna figure that part out. And then we'll figure out what's going to go back on and have a little chit chat about that. All right. Be back in a sec. Okay, so I pulled everything off the cart. Gotta say, I'm a little overwhelmed right now. I'll take this off. Isn't this cute? It says write your own story. A friend of mine got that tote for me, and I love that. Okay, so here's one thing. These carts, the shelves are kind of interesting for taller books. So I like to put taller books up top and put paperbacks on the lower shelves just because they're easier to get out. So I think I'm going to do that. I am not going to try to color code or choose things by genre or anything like that. That will just make this entirely too difficult. And this is not the shelf for that. So I will put series together. So like 5 Broken Blades and 4 Ruined Realms. And I don't think that I really have any other multiple books in a series that I haven't read to put on here. So I will put those together and I will remove the Target sticker from from my book. The sticker is so annoying. Look at that. It's so annoying. I purchased this book at least over a year ago. But yeah, can we normalize stopping putting stickers on books? And the movie sticker, or the movie stickers aren't even, you can't even remove those. At least you can remove these 30% off stickers. So I'm just going to do that. But yeah, I'm going to try to put the taller books up top. While I was taking books off, I did pinpoint a couple that I'm going to definitely just pull off of my cart because I'm not going to read them right away. And I more so got them just because they're books that I feel like I would like to own, and at some point I will get to read. One of those is Wicked, the book. I actually love the play, so I did want to grab a copy of the book. And then after I read James by Percival Everett, I realized that I had actually not read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. So I picked a copy of that up, and I think it's such a cute copy. It has like die cutouts or whatever on the cover. So I did pick that up, but it doesn't need to go in my TBR cart because I'm not about to read that like soon at all. And then another book that I picked up, I started it, but I was not in the right mindset to read this at that particular time. And this book is about friendships and old loves and the human desire to leave a mark on the world. And when I started it, again, I just wasn't in the right frame of mind for that. It's Tell Me Everything by Elizabeth Strout. So I soft DNF'd it, and we'll see if I get back to that. Now, so those are 3 that I definitely pulled off. I'm going to need to pull some more. I'm gonna need to pull some more, and I need to figure out what that looks like. And some of it may be seasonal, right? Some of it is actually on my current TBR, so I'll pull those off. Like Beach Read is on my current TBR, so I will pull that off and set that to the side. Zeal is also one that's on my current TBR, so I will pull that off. Yeah. So I'm gonna go through this a little bit, and we'll probably put on some music, and then I'll chime in when I feel like I have something to talk about here. All right. Oh, actually, so this one, The Spook Who Sat by the Door, it is a classic by Sam Greenlee. I have not read it, but it is basically on required reading for pretty much every African American studies list, every Black list, every race and ethnicity list that you can find. You will probably see this book. I feel like at some point it was listed as a banned book. And so I saw a copy of this randomly. I'm trying to think, I had a bookstore when I'm at obscure bookstores, I usually try to put the receipt in the book. Oh, actually, I put a Call and Response bookmark in this. So maybe I got this here in Chicago at Call and Response. So yeah, The Book Who Sat by the Door. It's more of a, I'll get to it at some point read. So I'm gonna actually take that off of my TBR cart as well. All right. So All In by Emma Scott, I am not going to put that on my cart right now. I will sit it to the side because this is actually, I recently purchased this, but I didn't realize that it was the second book in the series. So I'm going to sit this to the side until I get the first book. And then I can put them both back on the cart. So I'm actually going to sit this one to the side as well. I ordered this maybe from Amazon, I'm not sure, but I don't like mass-produced paperbacks. They're too tiny for me. They just are. So I'm gonna pull this one from the cart because I definitely won't be reading this copy, but I do want to read this. Actually, I want to read this year. We'll see. But I'm gonna pull this from the cart because if I do read it, it will either be on my Kindle or I will get another copy of this. Master of Souls by Renee Barron. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but if I remember correctly, I discovered that this was the second book in the series. Oh, how about that? I didn't even realize, I don't think, that this book was signed, or if I realized it, I forgot it. So, and this may be the second or third book in the series. Actually need to go figure that out, but I do know that it's not the first book. No, it is not. I think Kingdom of Souls is the first book, and this may even be the third book. So I'm gonna set this one to the side as well. Started this book, but I did not finish it. I soft DNF'd it for whatever reason. It just wasn't capturing me at the time. So I'm gonna sit this in a limited TBR or limited time pile. Yeah. This one too. Book, and I don't know what I did with that. Specifically because it's one of the food books. I don't know where I said it. It's around here somewhere. Okay, so here's what I did. I decided to pull the series off, the 5 Broken Blade series, or the Broken Blade series. I decided to pull that off because, one, I haven't started it yet, and 2, well, I don't have space for it. So, and I haven't started it yet, so they will get shelved for now. I pulled Love and Whiskey, which is a memoir by Fawn Weaver. I pulled that just because it's not on my current to read list. So I am setting that to the side, as well as the other books that I mentioned: The Master of Souls, 1984, All In, The Spook Who Sat by the Door, Tell Me Everything, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and Wicked. So those I put, those are going to go on my shelf. So all of those. And then Daydream in Gold and Colored Television, I am going to put those in a soft unhaul pile. If I don't get to these in the next, I'll say by the end of the year, maybe February, 6 months, I will unhaul these and give them to a home that will, for someone who will actually read them. And then 2 of the books that are on my current TBR, well, actually 3, because I pulled down Oathbound 2. I'm actually reading that one right now as a buddy read. And then, or a long-term buddy read, actually. And then these 2 are on my TBR to finish this month. So hopefully I'll get to those as well. But I was trying to avoid putting books on the backside, but I couldn't really get around that at this time. So I'm not saying I'm going on a book buying ban, because I don't really do that. I don't necessarily believe in that over here. But I will say that I'm going to slow down with my book purchases so that I can make my cart a little bit more manageable. And even with the things that I purchase, just make them a little bit more intentional as well. So what I did was, and I mentioned that I was going to do this, I just put, what do you call these things? Paperbacks down here, just because the height of the cart makes them easier to get out. So I put all of my paperbacks down here, no matter what the genre was. And then I also put a shorter hardback hardcover book down here. And then on this shelf, it was almost all book of the month, but not quite. I put a couple more shorter hardcover books, and then the rest of those are hardcover. I have a lot of hardcover books, mainly because of book of the month, but also I read a lot from the library. So unless it's a new release, I'll buy the hardcovers of the new releases, but I don't just naturally end up buying a lot of paperbacks, even though I prefer them because they're floppy and you can fold them and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is where we are. I as I go through this, I see that I have a lot of really amazing reads that this kind of reignited my excitement to get to some of them. So yeah, I'm excited about it. So this is my little refresh. I'll put in a clip of a little bit more of a close-up here. But this is my little cart refresh, and oh, maybe I'll put some stickers or something on here. And yeah, that's what I have. So if this is your first time here, make sure that you like and subscribe to my videos so you can catch more of me doing bookish things. Yeah, bookish things. And what is up next? I can't remember. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to talk about the giveaway. Okay, I almost forgot. We have to do the book giveaway. And so if you watched my last video, you know that I went to Romance Bookstore Day at the last chapter, and in my tote bag, in my freebie bag, I received a free ARC of If You Stayed by Brittany Cherry. And then when I got home, I realized that that was also a book that I had purchased. Actually, was it that same day? I don't know. I know I got it in a book haul, actually. So it was part of that same video. And so I decided that I would do a giveaway for this ARC copy that I received for free. So here's how the giveaway is going to go. I need you to drop me a comment down below and let me know two things. One, let me know your favorite book of all time, hands down, that you would recommend to any and everybody. And then two, let me know the book that you most recently purchased. What was your last pickup? Let me know those two things, and I will randomly select a winner from those comments. It is helpful if you leave me a handle to another social media platform, whether it's IG or TikTok, somewhere where I can DM you, because not everybody's YouTube page is public. So that would be handy and helpful, but do those two things for me. Let me know what your favorite book of all time is and what is your most recent purchase. And you can possibly win this copy of If You Stayed by Brittany Cherry. So that's all I have today. Thanks for watching. If you want to see another book haul and more of a vlog style video, check out this video that I filmed from Romance Bookstore Day. And I want to say thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.